The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Protection from evil, sanctuary, and mirror image.
Does this show up on camera? Oh, it does, but it disappears if I go like that.
Nice.
It's a flask of my Stanley flask my wife and I got that matches my Stanley thermos. Because I've had a Stanley thermos for 20 years, actually over 20 years now. I've had a Stanley thermos that I bought at Kmart when I first started working there when I was like 16. And I finally got a flask from a store somewhere that matches it. So I have a flask now.
Nice.
That I have Kraken in this flask.
Aha!
Oh, that's very appropriate. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ghost of Saltmarsh. We've been live for just a little bit, but that's okay.
Why?
When we last left off, I totally knew this not 5 minutes before we went live. The group was exploring the underwater ruins of Warthalkeel, or however you pronounce it. And it was a city that apparently used to worship a Kraken, and then when they stopped worshiping the Kraken, it decided to sink the city.
He got really butthurt about it, told all his friends, they leveled the place.
And the reason they're all there is because Resnet, the famous blue wizard Resnet,
that's a good question.
Archmage and Wizard of the Blue. He probably has a few more titles that I don't know. Needed their help on retrieving a super rare, important item for him. And they learned that it was blue bed sheets, but not just any blue bed sheets. These blue bed sheets are made of an extinct Azula silk moth from a sapphire forest, and it has been also blessed by Procan. It is the bluest cloth in the entire world. One of a kind. And traveled and went to the sunken lighthouse up above. Fought a Aurora Borealis that shot lightning at you, called a Willow Sea. A different version of a Will-O-Wisp, cousin of it.
Thankfully not as dangerous as they were in 2E.
Well, that's because everybody's buffier now.
Well, that's true too.
Like, totally.
Wrong kind of Buffy.
That group went to one of the two sunken temples, and they found some cultists there that were worshiping the Kraken, and they attacked the group. And quite a few of them were Kraken priests, and one of them was this weird faced creature. Yes. Blake knows what it is out of character.
I watched.
Few people already do.
The minute you described it, I was like, "Oh, a Scion of the Deep." I haven't seen one of these played out in a campaign setting.
One of us succeeded a intelligence check and recognized that
were
called that as well.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. And Pink, he
has to take a phone call.
You decided to go to the other temple after going through this temple. I think you guys found a very spooky looking mace in a room filled with bones. If I'm remembering that correctly. You guys took it, but none of you touched it. You made sure that none of you touched it.
You said it kind of looked like the mace of Molag Bal from Skyrim.
Yeah, and I have never learned how to play Molag Bal, so I just don't know the rules.
I just noticed
it's a lot like baseball, but not the same principle.
Well, you're not supposed to use your hands, so
right.
Jesse's in character, minus the eye patch. I don't think Axel's an eye patch.
Yeah, I don't think Axel's an eye patch.
No, he doesn't need an eye patch. He's probably affected one at one point or other because he thinks that's how they ought to dress. But
and then
would quickly stop if you're told not to.
You all went to the other temple. That was probably the older one. It was more elaborate than of a ruins in this one. And you all decided to swim up to the top of the tower, and we're going to go in that way. And as you all went to go in, Kade decided to admire the big dent that was caused by the giant kraken tentacle on the building,
It was very nice.
and she gained a little boon from it.
You should always investigate krakens.
Mm-hmm. And so all of you are floating right outside the building. And as you can see on your maps, there are 3 different towers, and the one that she was like, boop, was the one that was the most intact. But you notice the one a little further north has a stairway that goes down. And the one on to the left is where most of the building, the upper part of the building, collapsed into a fissure down below.
Can we tell where the chanting sounds like it's coming from?
It's coming from below.
We should head that way, I would think.
Think so?
Well, if we intend to stop whatever they're doing before they follow through with it, also we are on a time frame. We need to get out of here before that, whatever it is that roared shows up.
Yeah, let's do that. I do not want to be here when whatever that is shows up.
But it might
I
be
could
something
imagine
friendly.
that it
Nope,
might
it's not
still-
friendly. It's not. Katie,
I'm gonna
it
guess
sank
it's
an
probably
entire
still the
town.
Kraken.
Well,
Maybe they
probably the
maybe they
Kraken.
did something to make him really mad.
Honey,
We
what they
don't have
did to
time
make it
talk about
mad
this.
was worship another god.
if you
Oh,
Well,
want,
I mean, I can
Us here,
understand.
honey, of the group of us here, almost none of us, no, all of us worship different gods, none of whom are a Kraken god,
Oh.
right? Yeah, my entire existence would tick this thing off, so let's not meet it.
But you're super
He's
nice.
got a
I think
point.
he'd like you.
I am, but I don't think he'd make an exception, probably
No,
because I plan on
Krakens
blasting
don't
his
like
face off
things
if
that
I
are
see him.
nice.
So let's go.
those of you that
Okay.
have lived your lives in the sea, so I guess that would be Axel and Josul. They don't need to roll. Yeah, the eye patch.
Sorry, what?
You're
And
laughing at
Katie
the eye patch.
and Bryn, perhaps.
No, well, no.
I'm sorry.
Well, Katie lived up in the surface, and Sekald lived in the elemental plane of water, so they don't actually know the local stuff. But
Okay, that's fair.
this is more of just they don't need to roll for this information. You know that Krakens are primordial beings that have probably been around since the seas were created. And that they are equivalent to, in Greek mythology, Titans. You just don't want to mess with one. They've been used when gods actually were on Orth, if I recall. Yeah, exactly. You can roll history checks if you want for more info.
Ooh.
Sure.
Kevin will probably give me a good
I
actually
surely will.
on it because he knows it Orth better than I do.
Hey, Katrina,
got a
are we using
12.
Sirenscape today?
Yeah, I actually just remembered it. I was gonna put it on.
Ooh.
I actually rolled pretty amazing. I got a 21.
21? Wow.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
I rolled a 10.
I got a
so
12.
I think I got 10. Let me double check.
25 rocks.
Oh, wait. Josul has
God
intelligence. Never
damn
mind.
it, Kevin. I typed
13.
Ghost Marsh again.
Why are you David and Kevin?
Because he's the one who kept saying this thing, so they just stuck in my brain forever.
Isn't that what we're playing? Ghost Marsh.
Fight me.
You guys, you said you were fighting lots of undead like only a couple months ago.
You were in a marsh a while ago.
Don't defend him.
This is one of those times
What is
where I
this
really
adventure called? Do we remember?
Ghosts of
Saltmarsh?
Saltmarsh.
Oh, this one might not be an actual one
Yeah,
in the book.
no. This isn't an adventure. This is one of the super fun things that they added in the back, where it's just an area you can check out.
No,
Oh,
this
okay,
is
cool.
this was cat herding of the Great Plains.
I should.
So all of
I
you
shall
that
just
got
be
over
funny.
20 know that the Krakens themselves actually do have their own deity, though they don't really worship it in the way other creatures worship deities. And it is Panzarel.
Oh,
And
that's right.
essentially, I think I said this last session, but essentially Panzarel was
You
the
did.
original Kraken, and it actually fought with all the other gods, and the other gods tried to super smite destroy it, and it supposedly one tentacle survived as it sunk to the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, and that spawned all the kraken that now exist on Earth. So they're essentially god spawns.
Looking at Katie, looking at the big tentacle she just touched.
Well,
No,
the
it's okay,
tentacle
it's
isn't
only
there. It's just a dent in the
Yeah,
tower.
it's the 8th tentacle you have to worry about on most of these creatures.
Is that the one with the penis?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love how the two of you said that at the same time, so authoritatively, like you knew it. This is something on which you have a lot of experience together.
Abby, Axel, and Resnet, if you don't have inspiration points, you all three have one now.
Wow.
You made me laugh pretty good there.
Oh yeah, this is the god of murder, confusion, subversion, and bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
hentai.
One of
Super
many.
bad god.
Probably the only other title you know it by is the Severed God. But it does
As if
have a
the
lot
other
of
things,
Sorry,
as if the
guys.
other things that you just named off weren't bad things already.
Well, no, that's a summary. The bad things are the summary. All right. Well, we're heading toward the. All right.
All right, let's get cracking, gang. Let's go.
Oh God.
I get what you just did there.
So are you? Because there's no way to go further down in the current at the current tower you're at, and there are those three different sections. Are you going to the area where it's like wide open? Because like the bottom
There's-
corner of the entire temple is just like caved in, and it went into like a trench down below.
I feel like we should bottleneck them, so we should go in the area that has the smallest opening.
I agree.
Are you proposing we split the party?
Fuck no. We
No,
just
stay
approach
together.
from the
We
smallest
bottleneck them at the
area
smallest entrance.
and attack, and once they notice that we are there, we can back up through the small hole, and they have to come out through us, or they have to split up.
Okay.
Either way, it's a good strategy.
I am just curious about the layout of
Providing there's more than one of them.
the temple here. It looks like there is a staircase to nowhere.
Yes. Okay. So
If you look on level 2, left-hand side, upper left quadrant,
yeah.
it looks like there's a case that goes up, but then it doesn't round off, and there's no like top side staircase. So where does that go? I want to check that out. It's like the Winchester Mystery House.
Shoot.
Okay,
I'm
so-
missing
Wet.
my notebook.
It's the
You'll start
Winchester Mystery
in that
House.
northernmost tower section on the level 4 part of the map, and you can
Mhm.
swim down the stairs there, since the
Yes.
wall is gone at that spot. And you see inside this room as you swim past that a stone table shaped like a kraken that sits in one corner, and there seems to be something carved onto its surface. But you'll proceed forward down the stairs. As you head down below into the much bigger room, it looks like it was a ballroom once, and it seemed to host grand celebrations in honor of this kraken. It's 10-foot diameter. Oh, inside also is a 10-foot diameter, 200-pound crystal chandelier that is shaped like a kraken, and it still hangs from the ceiling.
I don't know why the Kraken sunk this place or why he was mad at these guys. I mean, they seem to like really have his number. Like,
They switched faith to Procan.
Okay,
Yeah, they stopped
Josul,
worshiping him.
you know that this chandelier is worth 750 gold, but if it takes any damage, it would be worthless to anyone you could try to sell it to.
That
Shudder!
chandelier is very valuable. However, if it takes any damage, it would be useless. Let's probably get about 750 gold for that chandelier alone.
All right, so let's not
All right.
touch it until after the fight.
I hold the bag open. You try to shove it in.
But we're
It'll
underwater.
fit.
Don't we already have several Tinser's discs of yours holding up a shitload of treasure that we've already got, including a wall that we pried off last time?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. We need more tensor discs.
Wait,
That's
no,
Good question. How much weight can it? Okay, Garfield, bye.
He
So
has multiple Tinser discs going at the
how
same
much
time. That's
weight can a tensor disc hold?
We
I think
said
it's
500 pounds last time.
500 pounds per disc, but again,
big
he
is
has
the disc?
multiple.
These ones are 3 feet
3 feet.
diameter.
Okay, so this chandelier is 10-foot diameter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good enough. I have these all day.
Later, we have a cult.
750 gold.
Focus.
He seems to be
Evil
extremely focused.
cultists.
Do I need to summon something?
Or just
I'm
not.
torn between agreeing with Resnet and agreeing with Abby.
If we
fine.
get this super valuable thing and then it follows us into a fight, it will become completely useless in a very short amount of time.
We could just leave it outside.
Swimming
We
up
could just
from the
ignore
stairway
it for later
is a
until
humanoid-looking
later.
dude that has the 2 tentacle things on his jawline.
I immediately turn and throw my
And
hammer at
he's-
him as soon as he comes into view.
And
Hi
he's
guys, welcome.
and he's like, "What the heck's going on?" And that's when we will roll initiative. But
Oh, no.
Axel will be the only one to act on the first round.
Oh. Okay.
And that makes
You
sense. He
guys
just immediately
Yeah.
don't
chucked
know me.
a hammer
Yeah,
at the
he-
guy.
Yeah. And I-
17.
Oh,
You
same as
guys-
last time.
Flow. That was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he is on a hair trigger. If somebody's moving around down here and it's not us, it's in trouble.
Josul, what'd you get?
22.
Right, so called.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Abby,
7.
better than last time. You had 5 last time.
Yeah.
Katie,
11.
also better than last time.
Ow. You need the alert feed, dear.
Well, I have a +5 to initiative.
I
Uh,
have +4.
Bryn,
A
what'd
plus
what'd
10
you
would
get?
be better.
That's fair.
10.
Okay. Much worse than last time. I'm sorry. You had I think you nat 20 last time. You had like a
I
27.
rolled a 2.
Oh my
So-
god.
Rip. And Resnet.
When did
what'd
we
you
all
get?
start rolling like cat?
18.
Oof.
Okay, so
that's not fair.
Not
She
wrong,
didn't roll a
but
1.
oof.
Axel, you can
No,
roll.
if I roll a 1, I get to re-roll it.
You do.
But if it rolls another 1, then it's worse.
Axel,
I just
you
have to
get
deal with it.
your action and your whole turn.
Right.
Everyone else is considered surprised, so no one
Right.
acts.
I just see his hammer go flying past. I'm like, what?
26 to hit.
Yeah. This dude's definitely not wearing any armor.
Okay.
He's in bathrobes, isn't
I'm
he?
from the welcome committee. I'm here to invite you to the barbecue.
Okay, so 8
Not
plus
another
5.
barbecue.
13 bludgeoning for my first attack with that hammer.
Okay. You hit him and it breaks his nose. And he's like, ah! And there's like
Which one?
purple blood.
So do I get my whole attack round?
Yeah,
Like,
you get your whole turn. Whatever you want
my
to
whole
do.
turn? Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to use my object interaction to bring my captain's crossbow of ultimate doom and like enmity to bear,
Mm-hmm.
and use my second attack action, or my second attack in my attack action to pull the trigger and fire it at our octopus-headed friend here.
Okay.
And let's see, 15 on the die plus 9. Okay, so 24.
Yep.
Okay. And he becomes my new best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And by best friend, I mean absolute total enemy. And he must die now as my vision goes red. And I use my bonus action to pull the hammer back to me for next turn.
Okay.
The damage value for the crossbow, it's 1d10 plus 5 piercing for the first shot, right? So we're going to go with 11. That's a 6. Yeah, so 11 piercing for the first shot. Now, do I initially get that 2d10 on the first one or the subsequent rounds?
You get that on the first round. Let me double check how I have it written. But that was 11, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
just on
just
the base damage.
Putting that down before I forget. For those wondering, we are using magic items from my super fancy giant 300-page document that's Zebediah's Ultimate Guide of all things aquatic. Oh yeah, I changed the title.
like it.
Because I'm like, it's not about just fishing anymore. So
Buy it today.
oh yeah.
Also, I'm feeling very tropical today with my my new pan dice from Ice Cream Dice.
Mhm.
They're
Ooh.
they are very like fruitylicious.
I have
Don't
dice
eat
that
them.
Resnet would appreciate because they're blue.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it says the first creature you attack with this weapon becomes your sworn enemy, and the weapon deals 2d10 damage to your sworn enemy until they die. So you would get that 2d10.
Okay, well, let me go throw those bones really fast. There they are. Okay. Okay. 6 and 4, so 10 plus. It's an added 10 damage piercing.
Okay, easy math. Thank you. And that's your turn?
That is my action and bonus action, and now I would like to use my movement to rush the asshole
Okay.
as close as I can get to him with my swim speed of 30 feet.
Okay. I'll say the bolt hits him right, the harpoon hits him right in the gut. And you start swimming towards him. After you, it just resets to the next turn. As Josul can act, as Josul's first.
I am.
This dude looks really, not bloodied, but took a lot from that.
Like he just took a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You probably wouldn't feel too great after having not only an arrow, but a hammer smack you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's a true statement.
He's going to be Thor in the morning.
Let's hope not. We can't fight that.
No, that's a true
Well,
statement.
at least the Asgardian jokes
I
aren't
can't use.
being used a little low key or anything.
Oh, God.
That was bad.
I gotta go, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that jokes.
We got to get the hell out of here.
Are we level 9, 10,
10.
20? What level are
10.
we?
We're 10 still.
Oh, not level 20 yet.
Not yet. No.
You have 10. You have 10 epic levels. Oh wait, wrong edition.
Wrong character. Wrong edition. Yeah, wrong edition. I guess I'll just use Ray of Frost.
Hey,
What are you going to sue him for copyright?
I picked up this spell only because Sekald is in the party. I originally was not going to take it.
Oh.
Your usefulness swapped out one of my spells for a frost spell, just so you're aware of that.
no flattery
My
instead of.
spell to hit is 22.
Yeah.
I certainly hope that hits him.
Yeah, he hasn't
All right,
acted yet, but he did. None of you were hiding or anything, so you wouldn't get
Well,
your.
he might not.
You have an
because he's
ally
about to
within.
take-
You have an ally
5
within 5 feet of him, though. Oh no,
What,
no,
can I
it's a
sneak
spell.
attack too?
No, it's a spell. Sorry.
Ah, but I want to add sneak attack to my
I
spell.
was going to say, are you Arcane Trickster? What kind of rogue are you?
Is
I
that
am
a
an
thing
arcane
that Arcane Trickster can do eventually?
Can they?
I thought so. Can they not append sneak
Maybe
attack
not
to
right
spell
away
damage?
yet.
No.
Never allowed to do that in our Mists of Cringe Valley game.
Hey, YouTube, people watching, why don't you leave a comment and say if you can put sneak attack on your spells?
But you got to like, comment, and subscribe before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hidden from a creature and cast a spell on it, the creature has disadvantage on any saving throw against it. Makes against the spell. That's the thing that they get.
Okay, so it doesn't do sneak attack damage.
If it was a spell, then that I cast that had a save, then I probably would get a bonus. But
only
I
if you
don't-
were hidden from it, which you weren't.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God! Maybe the 20th level one is the one that does that,
There isn't a 20th level thing
or I
for
mean
this.
17, whatever it is. You know
Spell
what I mean.
Thief.
Stop
17
correcting me.
level Spell Thief.
Oh, it's just steal spells. That's even more useless.
That's pretty baller. You only get so
Actually-
many spells.
Actually, that's really baller because it doesn't mean it has to be
It's a
wizard.
free.
Yeah, it means you pocket the
Yeah.
spell's effect against you personally. So, like, you don't get hit with the spell, but you can use it later.
It's a free counter
Actually,
spell.
it's even more cooler. I was thinking old editions. Sorry, my old brain. It actually lets me steal the knowledge of how to cast a spell that somebody else casts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could
Anyway,
steal
what are
the
you
knowledge
doing?
right out of their brain hole.
What are you doing this at this point?
I'm doing 11 frost damage
Okay.
to the guy because I
there it
rolled
is.
damage and it was 11,
Okay. Anything else in your turn?
and that was it. Nope.
Gonna move?
I don't do anything else. I kind of stay put because I don't want to move in any closer. and get smashed by some kind of trap or a wall of bugs dumped on my head. So I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna let all the tanks go forward. I'm not gonna let the Bodak that's in the next room kill me again. That was enough.
Oof. Sekald, it is your turn.
Boilers.
I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
A wisdom save. you say.
Wisdom saving throw.
Da, da, da. 11.
Fails the 17 check. And it's only because we're underwater and I absolutely had to do it. I just cast Toll of the Dead on him.
Yay!
Bong.
So everybody hears a nice, wonderful underwater bong as he takes 19 damage.
Oh, that's so
Ooh.
nice.
Ooh.
Because it's 2d12 because he's already taken damage.
Yep. In one more level, it'd be another dice. Another d12.
I know, but you don't level us up as quickly as I'd like.
Too bad, so sad. Anything else in your turn?
Told you.
Did you just say cold you?
I said told
Mhm.
you.
Ah, okay.
No, Sekald told them. Exactly, ring the
Okay.
person in the background.
Indeed.
was Hunter.
No, I've got no use for a bonus action just yet, and I don't want to make my move, so I'm good.
Okay. Resnet, it is your turn.
Guys still alive?
Yeah. Not much of that, but a little of it.
Huh. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just firebolt.
You know that underwater it will do half damage.
I'm just looking at the chandelier, trying to measure it in my mind, like.
Just doing math and casually fire bolts.
Okay, fair enough.
28.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Let me. It's been a while since I fireballed you. Firebolt. Sorry, firebolt.
Can I cast Silence on Resnet?
On your turn, maybe.
Please don't, because that would gimp literally the entire party.
Nah, it would help just
And
a
more
whole lot.
Meant more for
And
his
Bryn.
singing IRL than anything.
And Axel. Axel would be fine.
Beg your pardon.
20.
Oh, I would be okay
so
to get silenced.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
half of that is 10.
Okay. Because it is halved, they are still up.
And it's been a while.
It's
Since
like-
I
But
threw
They won't be in like about a second because
fire
it's
at your
Axel's turn
face.
next if you don't have anything else you want to do.
Oh yeah, so
Okay.
sad day for this guy. He woke up and I chose violence, and Axel pulls the harpoon out of the guy's gut, pulls the bar pulls the tension back with the actual harpoon itself, and re-racks it, points it upward at him, and fires. 19 to hit.
Yeah, he has 4 hit points left, so the pulling it out alone was gonna kill him, and I'm gonna say the shot was gonna grow.
Okay. Can we say that it takes his head off and nails it to the ceiling?
And he gets nailed to the ceiling by his head.
There you go. That'll work. And my vision clears, and suddenly I feel so much better.
What is this, Bullet Storm?
It it's the weapon that
It's
makes
like
you
in
just
Doom
rage
when you
again.
pick up one of the. It's like in the Doom video games when you pick up one of the Berserk packs and your vision goes all red and your guy just pulls his fists out and puts all his weapons.
I
away,
had to
and you
kill
just
this
run
guy
around
right
and
away,
punch
and
everything
nothing
to
else
pieces.
matters.
It's like that.
Well,
No.
that's what I'm saying. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Scott.
it's like
No,
a
I
Berserk
was
pack.
gonna let you guys continue. But since your vision goes off from red tinted back to the underwater blue tinted, actually you notice that the room that you swam down into has a. Oh, I was just looking then. Oh yeah, a big crumbling mosaic that depicts a kraken devouring an entire planet on the ceiling that you pinned him to. And I'll say you perfectly pinned him onto the planet that's getting consumed by the kraken.
Tasty.
Great.
Hey, Axel.
Is there anyone else alive in the room?
Oh,
that
I
can
just
see
realized.
from my
I'm gonna need a
perspective now?
dex save from you, Axel.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
Specifically because of your own action, so I apologize.
Okay, actually, that one landed cockeyed on top of other dice, so I'm gonna have to throw that one again. I'm sorry. Okay, 18.
Okay. The rest of you up above see like the head of the harpoon pierce through into the flooring of the ballroom that you guys are in, and there's like a and part of the ceiling falls down, but actually you're able to avoid it.
Ooh, okay.
It's just a small chunk. It's not like a giant piece of the ceiling.
Okay. Is there anyone else that I can see alive down where I'm at right now that's not part of my team?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
The chanting's louder though. And
great. I would like to use my object interaction part of my turn to go ahead and search this guy's pockets.
You find a weird-looking staff that he probably uses for spellcasting, and some food. Looks like dead fish, like chunk.
Yeah, I mean, is it fresh or is it cured or like?
Give me an. Actually, I'll roll for it. You don't need a check. You're a connoisseur, you would know. Josul's the gourmet, but you're
the gourmand.
Yeah.
I am the gourmand.
I think you and me are gonna have like a bug off here someday.
Dead fish is still is good for a few days just because it's underwater and salted. As long as nothing else really nibbles at it, it should be fine. This is maybe a day old.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and have a snack then.
Mending.
But I will end my turn by using my movement to carry the wand or the staff that I found back up to the group and be like, "Hey, look what I found." Also, he's dead.
Cool. Question: how loud was that toll the dead?
It doesn't state on the thing, so I'm going to say not too loud. Just loud enough
Like
that
a
everyone,
local
you
effect.
guys were all close enough that you could hear like ding. But
Not
it's
in the same way that thunderclap might be.
But it's not thunderclap where it's like a 300-foot.
Or
Like,
shatter, where it's a giant area effect. Boom. Yeah.
Or Wail the Whales, where you're like,
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Definitely not. Yeah. Definitely not as loud as Wail of the Whales.
Why are you guys calling off my entire spell list?
I mean,
Hey, you're the one who chose all the really amazing spells available in Zebediah's guide.
amazingly loud.
Well, okay, Wail the
Buy it
Whales
today.
is really good. That's the con. It's like, if you're trying to be sneaky, then you don't use
It's
it.
not sneaky.
But otherwise,
Anything
it's
involving
good.
whales should not be sneaky.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
I think
yeah,
if we
yeah.
bring the ship closer, we might be able to get this on there without much difficulty.
Are you still moving around that chandelier?
Why
Oh.
wouldn't we be at 750 gold?
Since you're openly
I
all talking
guess.
and stuff, and you swim down, there's like a hole in the floor below in the room Axel was in, and the chanting stops as a bunch
no.
more guys come up. Speaking of not being stealthy, we'll
no.
keep the same initiative.
Huh.
I never stated I was being stealthy.
Okay, so am I still then technically on my same turn, or is
No.
that is that their turn to come up,
A vamp to reinitiatize.
and then Katie is up?
Yeah,
Since we're keeping
I'm
the
just
same
gonna
initiative
I'm
order.
gonna start over at the round and
I
keep everyone's
I was gonna say
initiatives.
because I had one more good swing of a weapon in me, but
If we're
I'll let
starting
her
at the
go.
top, then none of us at the bottom get to go at all.
Would we just reinitiatize though? Because it's a separate.
You know what? I'll allow
First-
reinitiatize because everyone at the bottom. I think it's unfair. But
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say is
I'll
let
reinitiatize
keep the
too, I
initiative
don't-
order that we've got. Just let's start it with Katie.
yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so
Oh,
Flip it
good. I wrote a
completely
1.
around.
I'll take the old one.
because I like fun more than anything else. So Katie will be Katie the next one. Yeah, Katie is the next one up. So
Oh boy.
coming up out of the hole is another one of these piranha face dudes. And 3 more of these priest guys. As they're like, intruders! Ah! You know, they're swimming up.
They speak a language I understand?
They're speaking Aquan.
Oh, I understand Aquan. I look over at him and I'm like,
The Deep
at
Scion
Abby.
actually signs kill in Thieves' Cant.
Nice. Oh, I don't know
And
if these
Thieves
can't.
can't I sign back? You don't
Alright.
live here.
Which
Neither
one,
will you. Back.
Which one of these looks like they are the beefiest?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I go up to the closest one,
Okay.
and I am going to.
I guess.
Yep.
They're all the same. So okay, you go to the closest one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just look over and be like, "Oh, good. I thought that Axel got rid of the one, and I wasn't gonna get to do anything. This is great." I draw my short sword as I approach, and I'm going to take 2 swings with my short sword, and see what happens. So first swing, 29 to hit.
Yep.
Second swing, 17 to hit.
Yep.
All right, so 11 points of piercing damage and 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
On that, I guess I'll with my offhand. Yep.
Real quick for Bryn, none of them are wearing armor at all.
Oh, good. With my offhand, I am going to use a key point, and I'm going to flurry of blows, and then I'm just gonna punch him twice.
Okay.
So first punch, 14 to hit.
Yep.
And the other punch, only a 13 to hit.
Both hit.
Oh, cool. All right, so
They're pretty much shirtless dudes wearing like seaweed like skirt. I don't know.
nice. So 11 bludgeoning and 8 bludgeoning.
So
As I stab,
19
stab,
total.
and then pop, pop.
Okay.
Pop, pop, open up
And this was on the
trail.
beefiest guy.
Yep.
I actually, to make them a little spicier than having you being able to just look up the monster manual thing, I rolled all their hit points. So
I
they're
love
not
it.
in the
That's
they're
how you
not the
should do it.
average. So this
That's
one,
cool.
so I'm having you attack the one with the most hit points, since you said the
Oh,
beefiest.
yeah.
That's your turn.
Yeah. Punch, punch, punch. Stab, stab. I'm good.
Okay, Bryn is next.
I step aside and go, get him, Bryn.
Don't have enough dice out yet. But I will make sure that I hit first. Well, 26.
Yeah, who are you gonna be attacking specifically? There's like 3. Okay, I'm just gonna say what they are. There's a Deep Scion, and there's 3 Kraken priests, and Katie's attacking the beefiest Kraken priest.
I think I will take the Scion.
Okay. He's wielding a battle axe.
And you said none of them have any armor, so I get the extra, and then I also get my sneak attack damage, right?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
Brent or Katie's within 5 feet.
Okay. That sucks. I'll do it all actually, because that would make sense.
So, real quick, while she's rolling, what part of the floor did they come up out of? Did they come up through the staircase,
Okay.
or did they come up through a hole in the ground?
So on level 2, that very middle room, see how there's like that one section where there's that hole in the middle, like right in the middle room? Where
Yeah.
there's those 4 pillars. They came out of there.
Yeah. The hole is like right below that?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so we're on 3 and they came up out of 2? Or we're on 2 and they came
You
up
were
out of
on
1?
3, and then you swam down
Went
to
down.
2.
Right.
And they're coming up from level 1.
Okay.
24 points of damage.
24. Okay.
Would I also be adjacent to these fellows then? Since I just came like right back, I was like, "Hey, I found a stick."
Well, because we started with Katie, those 2 were able to swim to them and tussle.
Oh well, then they should have provoked a reaction, an attack of opportunity if they pass me.
Oh, no. I'm saying Katie and Bryn swam up to them.
Okay. Okay. So again, trying to figure out where I am in this whole tussle.
Okay, so you see where the doorway is on level 2?
Yeah.
You guys are like near the ceiling up there, because the stairway that comes downwards is not there anymore.
Got it. Okay, I'm with you now.
It's weird. This is actually
I got it.
one of
I'm
the
good.
few maps I actually wish they did have a little bit of isometric view because of the floor collapsed stuff.
Anytime something's 3D, it's always nice to have that actually kind of like depth perception to it, and the flat top downs never ever work for it.
All right. Do you do anything else in your turn, Bryn?
Yeah, I would like to take my bonus action to hit with my other sword.
Ah.
That would be a 24.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, Bryn starts stabbing.
So I just start blasting them. Man, why? Alright, I got another one. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. I dropped it. I dropped my spaghetti.
No.
Ah, man. So that's 4 damage with that one.
It's still more damage. That's your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Hey, Abby, it's your turn.
Hi, yeah.
Yes,
so
they got a nat 1 on their initiative.
I'm going to go ahead and how many of them?
There are 3 priests and 1 scion.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Bless at 2nd level on myself, Katie, Bryn, and Josul.
Okay. And the melee fighting stuff is like 20 feet away from the stairway that everyone's floating at.
Okay, I would make sure that I'm in range for Bless. I'll move into melee if I have to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are. I was just thinking that for the other spellcasters there.
Okay.
Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Finally, it is their turns, and all 3 priests scream. And it's like almost like a banshee wail, and I need literally everybody to give me 3 charisma saving throws.
Hey, everybody that has Bless gets to add a D4.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us would be close enough to Axel to get that bonus?
Bryn. I'm pretty sure she's the
What
only
is
one
this,
close
a
enough.
charisma save?
Oh, and Katie. Yeah, 3 charisma saves.
3.
Yeah, because all 3 of them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's Axel's bonus?
You guys are kicking their ass. They're pulling out their big guns. Oh yeah, what's Axel's bonus for Bryn and Katie? On
4 plus 4. So yeah, I've got a +4 out to, what is it, 10 feet, 15 feet?
You guys just need to let me know the lowest you get out of those 3.
No, R of protection. I need to write that.
So this is almost like
8.
This is like a triple disadvantage almost.
With a
8,
D4?
and then there was a 11, and that's with the D4.
Good lord, man.
8, 11, and 15.
Okay.
8, 12, and 25.
Is this a fear effect?
Yes.
I have advantage. Because I'm a halfling.
Do we add the D4 to every single one of the rolls, or just
Yes.
one?
Every one.
Okay.
So remind me how we ruled it, that if I roll with advantage and I use lucky, do I roll a third D20 and just pick which one I want the most? Because I rolled...
You cancel out the one that you rolled for the new luck dice roll.
Okay.
So if you rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 3, you can pick any of those, probably the nat 1, and you replace it with whatever you get on your luck dice. And then you can spend another luck point to remove that luck dice and do it again if you really wanted to.
No, it doesn't matter because I'm out of stuff. I can't spend it more than once in a turn.
Okay.
All right, my
It's-
first
it's-
save
Essen-
is a
essentially
21.
the only one that matters is if you guys just fail. You guys will just need to fail one of these because they all have the same effect. It's not like a damage thing.
I got an 11 on the last one. I rolled an 18, a 21, and then I rolled a 2, a 3, and another 2.
Okay.
Ugh.
Wow. Actually, quite a few of you failed it.
Well, yeah, we rolled 3. We had 3 chances to
Yeah,
fail. Of course we did.
Three chances to fail.
So anyone who rolled under 14 is frightened.
So what happens if you're frightened 4 times?
You're just frightened.
Or
It
3
doesn't
times.
stack. That's why I was
Okay,
like,
alright.
I just
Just
need to know
making
the
sure
lowest.
there's not
Does
like
that
a
mean that
stack
you're
effect.
frightened of all of them?
Well, they're all like together, and you're frightened of that one that you got.
Whatever one we failed on.
But I think for the sake of simplicity, I'll say all 3 because they're next to each other.
Oh, so we can murder everyone else, just not the people that made us scared. Got it.
Does
Okay.
anyone know Primordial? Okay, Resonant, did you
I
pass?
do not think Josul does. Yeah, Josul knows very little
I can't hear
languages.
you.
Thieves can't Aquaman come.
My lowest was a 14.
Okay, so you just passed. They were speaking in Primordial, and it was the voice of the Kraken itself. You're pretty sure, and it said something along the equivalence of "fear me," essentially in Primordial. Very simple to the point.
My lowest was a 17.
Okay. And are you immune to frightened? It's a paladin. I'm trying to remember.
No, poison. I'm immune to poison and disease.
Okay. Oh yeah, you just have crazy boons to it. And the Scion, who is with Bryn at the moment, will swing their battle axe at you. They'll two-hand. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
You're not 10th level paladin yet?
I'm
No,
a
we
bar. I mean,
multi-classed.
No, I meant Axel, sorry.
Yeah, no, I multi-classed. I started out as a fighter.
Okay.
I took
It's
3
10th
levels.
level. Yeah, they'd be immune.
I'm pretty sure an 11 does not hit you.
me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you only take 9 slashing damage.
Okay. That is.
Well, I already did its actions. Never mind. I should have done something else, but whatever. Anyway, after
Oh,
them,
well.
I could
we-
put the 9 back on.
No. You want the design damage.
Oh,
You could have
okay.
done something that would have been more effective. But anyway, Josul.
Keep your 9.
Who's left?
All 3 are still up. 2 of the priests are uninjured.
Are we talking the only 3 creatures left are the Kraken priests, or what are we talking about?
There are 3 Kraken priests and 1 Deep Scion. Bryn is fighting
And
a Deep
who
Scion.
screamed?
All 3
Who
Kraken
screamed?
priests screamed.
So I'm not scared of the Deep Scion.
No. But you
And
can't
he was the one that
willingly...
was thieves canting.
Yes.
Okay.
He can't right now
thieves
because
can't
he's
back.
two-handing a battle
I
axe.
thieves can't back to him. I don't care about your damned ritual. I don't care about your goddamn Kraken. I just want the blue sheets and the fucking lantern or chandelier. That's what I signed back to him as my bonus action. I literally used curse words in there as well. Probably along those lines as well for curse words. But
Roll me intimidation.
and then yeah, sure, I will.
Why not?
I'm going to
I was gonna say persuasion. No.
No, that was
persuasion
not
or
persuasion.
deception.
That was definitely
I'm not attempting
intimidation.
to persuade. I'm attempting to either deceive or intimidate.
You were definitely intimidating. You were just like, we're here for the fucking sheets. Leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's really actually all I care about. It's really the honest truth too. Looked at Josul's alignment. Yes, definitely, honestly, the truth. Damn it. There we go. Just a charisma thing then, because I don't have any intimidate. I got a shitload of deception and persuasion though. Is intimidate still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intimidation's
Is
charisma.
that a skill?
Yep.
I've never had a character with intimidate.
It's right above insight, I think.
Yeah, it's under charisma.
It's between insight and investigation.
I really should have put points in that with Josul. I'm going to say deception because honestly, that's probably what Josul was doing. It's just attempting to deceive him. He knows everyone else wants to murder them, but he's trying to deceive the guy into thinking that we really just want your bed sheets and your chandelier.
If you're willing to have this be your action, I will treat this as like a feint, and you would give Bryn advantage.
I'm afraid, and I am like afraid of all the Kraken priests, which are the people up in our faces, and the Scion is like back in the back row, and I'm not going to try and hit his ass from here. So this is going to be Josul's action as deception. So I rolled a 6, so 16.
Okay, they got a nat 1. So I'm going to consider this as like a feint, like a distraction. And Bryn, you have advantage on your next attack on them. As they're distracted by
Literally,
Josul.
Josul is like, I don't care about your fucking bitch. Your fucking ritual. I don't care about your fucking Kraken. We just want your bed sheets and your chandelier.
I like how your sign for almost every other word is just flipping the bird.
just flipping off in between every other word. He's just flipping off between every other word, or it's some obscene gesture, whatever works for you.
I think I may understand Thieves' Cant.
Actually,
it's a little bit of it. Everyone knows a little bit of Thieves' Cant. It's just you don't know you know it yet.
No movement or anything, Josul?
No, that's it. That's my turn. I'm scared, and Josul is true neutral, so that's my turn.
Okay. So Gold, it is your turn.
Gotta play the character.
So you say they're all close together.
Oh, yeah. They're all within like 5 feet of each other because they were just popping out and then got into melee.
So they're in the Tiwi formation.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
You have no idea. You remember Tetris? You know how all the Tetris blocks have names
like
in the manual?
Formation
is literally named Tiwi.
Yeah.
They have names.
Yeah, they actually are in that formation. Yes.
That's some good history there.
Yeah,
and that's a good target for Ice Knife.
Okay.
And not just it.
I'll say you go for the priest that's in the middle of the Tiwi, so it hits the.
Would it
beautiful middle of the
yeah, I'll do that.
Very bad formation.
So it would hit everybody when it explodes.
Yes.
It would still hit everybody when it explodes if you're just trying to pepper the radius of the priest and are targeting the main big guy that's tussling with Bryn.
Yeah, that was my question. If I was aiming for the Scion, would the 5-foot explosion not catch them in that block around him?
I'll say he was in the middle, so yes. You're going to go
Wonderful.
for him?
I will definitely go for him.
Yeah, because I never specified.
And I do want to specify, I am upcasting Ice Knife to 3rd level.
Okay, roll to hit.
Just for the extra added damage.
Watching out one.
Soul approves.
No, 21, thank you very much.
Oh, it's 20 off. Yeah, that definitely is.
Only 20 off. Here's the weird thing.
So close.
The weird thing about Ice Knife, the first piercing damage does not increase from a 1d10, despite how high you cast it. That seems so strange to me. But a 7 on the piercing damage is nothing to gawk at.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at for sure. And then everybody needs dex saves. DC 17, I think you said earlier.
Indeed.
Okay. I'll do the Scion first. Scion. Fails with 11.
Kitty Toyota.
The Kraken are most likely going to fail because they have even lower dex. Fail. Fail. Fail.
So, of the 4 D6s, 3 of them were 6s.
Oh,
nice.
Fuck.
And the other one was a 4.
Ice.
Very ice, yes.
So how much?
So 22. Yeah. Jesus.
22.
Come on, Scotty. Mathing. 3 6s and a 4.
Okay. I'm keeping track of like 4 different health bars. So
yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you. You're fine.
Oh, I can do.
I tend to cause you to slow down.
Well, you're like you do AOE's, and I keep like, oh, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, just start throwing a bunch more. I mean,
I know what you mean.
listen to me.
I know what you mean.
Stop giving suggestions to the universe.
I'm sorry, my inner DM jumped out for a second.
Can
I
you-
don't know what came over me.
Can you
Quit it.
tell I'm running like the adventure that's in the book and not my own balancing for your guys's stuff,
Yeah.
which is totally fine. I don't think it needs to be like a uphill battle every single time, you know.
No, right.
But yeah, huge ice explosion hits all of them. That Scion's not looking so hot. Bryn, you can
He's
probably
looking pretty
finish
cold
it off.
right about now. I will go ahead and take a little bit of movement up so I can get a decent angle on them for the next attack. I guess I should have done that before I threw the knife, but
That's only
sculpting.
That's only a 5-foot radius, isn't it?
What, the ice knife?
Yeah.
Target and each creature within 5 feet of it
Okay.
must succeed a dex check.
Okay, so it did not hit the ceiling. Got it. Because I was going to have more dex saves as the ceiling started to fall, but that didn't happen.
Oh, well. So yeah, I just move up, get an angle on them, and I don't have a reason to use my bonus, so that's my turn.
Okay, Resnet.
You're muted.
He just keeps forgetting that his microphone's up.
I was also muted. I did a double Callie.
Double covered.
How many are alive still?
All of them.
All of them.
But 2 of them
And
are
there's-
bloodied. One priest and one the scion are bloodied, and the 2 other priests, this is the first time they've got hurt by the ice knife
So
explosion.
4 total, right?
Yes.
The target.
I mean, you probably don't want to use... No, never mind. Never mind.
Don't want to use what?
Oh, I was just going to say, you probably don't want to use something like Chain Lightning, just because you don't need to. Such a high-level spell. Why waste it?
Give me a second to change my plans then.
Wait, are you seriously using Chain Lightning?
Well, if you're recommending I don't, I'm not. I thought they were a lot tougher than that.
Sorry. That's why I was like, I shouldn't say anything. Go ahead. Chain Lightning.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I guess I'll just reduce it to a fireball. Let's see. What the hell does fireball do in this game anymore?
Dex saves. Are you able to shape it around friendlies? Because there'll be a lot of friendlies in Blast.
How many? Wait, which friend?
Bryn, Axel, and Katie.
Oh shit, I like those ones. Okay, so I just go with chain lightning.
Okay. I need to roll dex saves, right?
Yep.
They will be
Roll
at
for it.
disadvantage because you're using lightning underwater. I'm pretty sure they're all going to fail. Yep, that one would have passed if it wasn't disadvantage. I don't know your DC, but the first check was 12. This one was a 2. This one was a 1. And 5.
Okay, so according to my dice roller, 48.
Okay, you fry the scion and the bloody priest with your chain lightning. 48 total. All right. And
Stop it with that fear shit. We don't like it.
the other 2 priests are barely alive. As Resnet is just like doing lightning bending shit and just arcs lightning onto him.
Hell yeah.
Ultimate power.
No, that's Witchbolt.
Ultimate power.
Oh man, just imagining Palpatine swimming underwater and just in his silly black robes.
It's like boom, and he electrocutes himself and everyone around him.
Primordial,
this
I
is-
say. This is where y'all die.
This is bad timing, but I can't hold it much longer. I gotta go to the little DM's room, so we'll be right back, folks.
To splat them. You said they were looking really messed up.
Yeah, hey everybody, we're back. Sorry about that. When you gotta go, you gotta go. But resident's done. You did your chain lightning, and you're good. Okay. Axel, you are next. There are 2 priests left, and they are in single digits for sure.
Okay, well, I managed to shake off the fear from their crazy Kraken call.
Mhm.
So Axel will look vaguely annoyed at them. He'd be like, "Stop all this screaming!" And he's just going to throw the hammer at the one guy. 26 to hit.
Yep.
For
What's the minimum? Oh, never mind.
8 and 5. So okay, so the first one takes 13.
All right, definitely dead.
So he's gonna bonus action it back, and then just like do a little like a half turn, and then backhand fling it to the other guy. For a 16.
And down. So the room's clear.
Woo. Oh God, that was some tasty damage. That was 16 damage. Just I know it doesn't matter in the end, but you splatty.
It had literally 1 hit point left. So you splatter.
Overkill.
Yeah. I seem to have this luck as a DM. Every time not luck, but every time I run a spellcaster, they never get to cast spells. They're just done.
That's that's because you've got a paladin on a hair trigger. But yeah, he will swim over and pick up his hammer and look down at them and just be like, "Are you okay? They didn't hurt you too bad, did they?" To Bryn, because Bryn was in there in the thick of it.
Oh no, I'm fine. I just tis but a scratch. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna like hand off the staff to Sekald. It's like, yeah, could you take a look at this? Because like I didn't get a chance to really examine the thing that I got from the first dead guy, but I'm gonna set about looking at the other dead guys once I get that over.
Sure, I can take it, and I think I've got I can ritual cast. Go ahead.
Abby's gonna swim down into the room below and just make sure we're alone.
Okay. And then you're gonna ritual cast identify.
Yes, ritual cast identify.
Okay.
And Kade follows Abby because Abby gets into trouble.
And I'm going to set my giant sea slug as a watch outside, and he will raise an alarm if anybody comes around.
Okay, let me look. All right. In a book.
Because Cerulean is a smart slug for a slug.
As you swim down, you see 20 octopi. And they are all swimming in place.
Oh.
It appears to be the entry to the chapel. And you notice to the south is the doorway leading into another room.
I can't wait for Kade to swim up to her new friends and then discover this is like Legend of the Overfiend.
Well, there's a few other rooms. It's the big main room that you're in with the 6 pillars on the map.
Abby, look at them all.
I see them.
They're beautiful.
They like, they're just like, woo, woo. And they like turn around, they see you, and they're just swimming in place.
Oh. I wave.
They don't really respond, but they just swim in place looking at y'all.
Abby, can I go pet them?
Talk to them, see if they're friendly or not. But maybe don't approach until they act like they're not going to eat you.
Can I go with her? I would like to
were all
use
the
my
Kraken
friendly
priests
disposition
dead?
and my Aquan language. Can they speak Aquan? The octopus?
I don't think animals speak
bless you.
Aquan.
I don't know if these are magic ones or not.
You know that non-sentient ones don't really have any languages per se.
Oh,
I'm able to communicate in a limited manner with them because they have a swim speed.
Okay. Well, then I'll just continue searching the dead bodies then.
I'm gonna.
Is everyone dead?
Oh, yes.
Oh, got it. Okay. I'm
yeah.
Hello? What's happening? Who are we talking to?
There are like two Kraken priests that are like basically their heads are pancaked against the back wall.
Nice.
And Kade and Abby swam down to take a look, and there's a bunch of octopi, and Kade is in heaven.
Oh, okay. In that case, just Soul might be able to help out. I think I actually have fish in one of my pockets. Let me check.
I wave at the
Pocket
octopi
fish.
and I say, very simple, like, we don't mean you any harm. We're friends. Are you friends? I swim a little ahead of Abby, excited.
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
Josul actually does have some meat, so I'm going to give some meat to
Like as
Kade.
Josul goes by to like offer them octopus.
None of
food,
them
you're like,
really respond, except for all of them saying in unison, "We are one."
Oh,
well, that means you
okay.
need less then.
They're Abby. They're all one. I don't know what that means.
Did they respond in Aquan that they were all one? Or
No, in the speak with
Squid?
animal thing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
They respond in octopus.
They're
In octopus.
one
Got
what?
I don't know.
Can you
But maybe
ask
if
them all
maybe
one?
if I
what?
maybe if I friend one of them, I friend all of them, because I can make an animal my friend, or try to.
We are one. We are one. And it's actually going to their swimming rhythm.
I look over at Abby and I kind of like whisper to her,
What in the canvas
maybe
is
there's
this
some
shit?
kind of spell we need to break here.
Maybe, but I don't have a dispel magic prepared. I just have counter spell.
Sekald, while
I
you're
look over at Sekald. Can you dispel magic?
Sekald's ritual casting identify, and I'm sure
Oh.
Sekald's already noticed I sent them a message of what they
Yep.
identified. But
Katie,
they're
is
not
it
done
moving
with it yet.
quickly?
They got like 10
I
minutes.
politely wait till the Sekald is done.
I just imagine Sekald's eyes are just kind of glowing icy blue while he stares at the staff and casting identify.
The
Like
staff
it's a loading process.
As
staff-
Josul sees that, he looks at him and goes, I'll ask when you're done.
The staff appears to
Okay.
be a very, very long femur bone that's like got a purplish pin hue. And on the very end of it, seeming to grow out of it, is a tentacle that wraps around it all the way to its base.
I think I saw this thing on adamandeve.com.
Yeah, I think I did too, and it wasn't pleasant.
Wow.
I got Callie good.
Rip.
I have seen things
Yeah.
that cannot be unseen. I'm just going to say that.
Yes, but unlike you, Jesse forces the rest of us to have mental images of it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm polite enough to keep it to
Sorry.
myself.
In any case, what are you doing with the octopi?
I'm swimming closer to them.
All right, they don't seem to really do anything.
I don't like the way the music is pitching up right now.
I think everything's okay here, Abby. I think they're friends.
Okay.
So what all do we find on the bodies of the other recently deceased cultists?
Nothing except for a weird sacrificial dagger. It doesn't appear to be magical.
Sacrificial
It's
dagger.
just like a weird curvy dagger.
Ooh, that would make it.
I
nice
asked to
little
see the
weapon.
dagger real quick.
Sure.
I break it in half.
What the fuck?
Everyone explodes. End of campaign. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I was like, look, you killed them and stopped their ritual.
It's-
That's going to complete the ritual. By breaking it, you stop the ritual. Why would you keep that intact?
It's like a
I don't know.
It's a serpentine
it's just
blade.
a knife.
It's like a serpentine blade, but it's clearly got like suction cup ornate stuff on it, so it's like a tentacle.
Just so it breaks it right where the rat tail starts at the handle, because it's very shittily made, because cultists always make really shitty handles, and he just kind of snaps it right there really easily and lets it float away in the water.
Oh boy,
You wouldn't
Okay.
be able to slice a piece of bread with that. Why would you keep that?
it's a nice little piece of decoration. I don't know. Maybe like
No, that's garbage. Why would you keep something like that? That's complete trash.
It's not every weapon that is evil, Axel, looks super evil like the mace that we found.
but that's the whole
I
point.
look
Like that
over
thing
at
looks super
Resnet.
evil. It was made of tentacles and everything, but it was tiny. I don't know.
Immediately after having said that, Josul looks over at Resnet and goes, let's get that chandelier.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay, I'm gonna go down and help the others with the octopus.
All right, so
Sorry.
back to Katie.
Resnet and
with-
Josul go get the chandelier.
With all the like, as they got distracted, and as soon as like Abby turned back to say something, and Josul went and broke the dagger, Abby swam over and is attempting to pet an octopus.
All right, you
Oh.
pet the octopus, and it doesn't seem to react at all, and it lets you pet it essentially. It doesn't
All
really
right,
attack you, but it doesn't really like lean into the pet. I don't know if you've seen how you actually pet octopi, but you like use the palm of your hand on
Kinda
like
like-
their head thing, and go like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm like
It's
amongst
really
them
weird.
now, just petting.
Yeah, you find this kind of peculiar.
Mm.
Like
And
octopus shouldn't
I
do
would
this?
say actually, I think about it, as you touch that one, since you still got the speak with animal thing up,
It's
or it's like an innate
like I
thing,
can't.
right?
Yeah, I can't really understand them, but they can like kind of understand me. Very simple.
Oh, right, that's what it was. Whoops. Then you wouldn't have heard them saying that. Oh well.
That's okay.
I mean, she might have if they were actually saying it because they're connected to some sort of a spell.
They all seem to act in unison as you touch that one, and you actually moves into your hand for the pet, and all 20 of them start circling around you, like swimming slowly, like an
Hell
aura.
yeah.
Instead of Batman, she's Octowoman.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Octavia.
Doc Ock.
octopi person.
So when Abby turns back around, I'm being circled by 20 of them.
You notice
Katie?
you notice the floor,
Everything
walls,
okay?
ceiling, and columns are all painted in a mosaic of a kraken reaching its tentacles up into a stormy sky. And there's
I
an
don't know what's wrong with
altar.
this place. This place is great.
I'm pretty sure we interrupted something important.
At the center of the room is an altar, and it's shaped like some weird kind of octopus squid creature.
Is there a sacrificial like entity laying on the altar that they were about to stab with his dagger?
No.
Thank goodness.
Does the altar look empty?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now Katie's got like a
What's the
swarm of
altar made out of?
octopi like swimming
What
around.
kind of bullshit ritual were they doing? They don't have any accoutrement.
What's the altar made out of?
Stone.
Okay. I politely wait until Sekald is done with his ritual.
Okay. Anyone else do anything within that 10, 11 minute time frame?
I look for the sheets.
Okay.
Yeah, continue just exploring around.
I'm
ground
keeping
floor.
an eye on Katie because this makes me nervous.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this kind of makes me nervous too. So Josul's not like openly looking like he's hostile, but very subtly has his hand on his very large, very sharp harpoon.
they seem to be kind of moving with Katie. So if Katie's like doing that dance you were just doing there, and you like go to the side, they like move with you, almost like a school of fish, kind of.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like-
Josul has like kind of like very subtly going like this, and his hand is actually on his marrow harpoon
Of
with
all
the
the
rope.
times,
And he's
They
just kind of like
haven't attacked yet. Let's not antagonize them.
this is the first time that I've wished that I could have given like sidekick levels to my familiar, because right
and I
now what we
just
really
continue
need
to
is a
politely
bard
wait
crab.
until Sekald's done with his ritual. And like the second it looks like Sekald is done, I'm like, look, something needs to happen.
Resnet, since you're going to be searching in the other rooms, we're down on the first floor, and you can see that there's two smaller rooms near where the entryway, the very front of the building is. And there's a bigger door that's actually pretty much right behind you. And the double doors that lead out of the building, but you don't need to go that way. Which ones do you poke?
I poked the left one first from the facing the entrance inside.
You poke that one, all good.
I poked the other one.
All good.
Poke the big one.
All good.
All right. Swim over. Start checking for traps.
All right. Give me perception or investigation checks.
Investigation. Oh, that's intelligence. Yay! 26.
All right. You spot no traps.
Pull out my kit. Get paint off. Gotta test that later. And
Pull
I
your kit
slowly
out.
open one.
You pull the kit out, and just paint just goes into the water.
I open the one door slowly. Just
One of the smaller ones.
yeah, the one
Okay.
on the left.
Okay. You open that one, and roll me a d100.
34.
You see just a bunch of junk just scattered everywhere. It looks like it might have been a supply closet at one point. And then you go over to the other one and you do the same thing. And I'll roll this time. Why not?
Put a mirror inside.
20 Craig in a beer. No, I'm kidding. Same
Close
as the first. Nothing really. It's like a Fallout locker. It's like a supply closet in the Fallout game where you go in and it's just
Empty.
just junk. It's nothing. Like broken brooms and stuff.
Ooh, bottle caps.
I was imagining like one of those old timey like 60s era, I guess, cartoon gags where like they go to open the door and there's an impossibly humongous monster behind it and you can really just see like the one eye and then they just close the door.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go check out the one in the back.
Yeah, you said this one's really big, special looking.
Well, it's a bigger door, but it's
All right. So I take a mirror and go underneath and put the mirror underneath and start getting an image of the room real quick.
roll perception.
15. Oh, this dice been wrong. 15 is a lot.
The first thing you notice when you're looking around is tattered tapestries and cold, rusty braziers in this chamber.
Women's fashion hadn't
But
evolved
you
yet.
do see somebody sitting cross-legged in the center of the room, facing away from the door.
Are they wearing one of the braziers?
No.
Okay.
Also, blue lightning appears out of nowhere and you die. That joke was more for Blake, but then I realized, oh wait, blue.
All right, so I'm just like, I'll let them know. This probably is taking me most of the time for the ritual, so you can go to the others.
Okay, so as you're going to open that, is anyone else doing anything for the 11 minutes?
Dancing with octopi.
I'm politely waiting for Sekald to be done.
Yeah, I'm just like searching the altar room around as well, like looking for other shit. If not the sheets themselves, then just whatever else.
I'm trying to like passively make sure my friends aren't like setting off traps and punching random giant red buttons that say "Do not press this self-destruct" on the wall. But like I'm also kind of like waiting for Sekald to be done.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing any of that.
I've got like a half a mind to like look.
I know
for
you're
just-
not, but I'm worried that Axel is just going to push every red button he sees.
No, but if I see something that's like hugely obviously evil and arcane, and like I think it ought to be destroyed for the good of the ocean, then I'm going to be like, hey guys, do you think we should maybe break this thing?
To be fair, out of our entire party, the person I'd worry about the most about pressing that big red button would be Katie. And
I
she's
mean, I'm keeping a fairly close eye on Katie, for sure, worrying that those octopus are going to turn her into an octopus.
Only if the big red button
or
happens
use
to be
her
an
as
octopus,
the sacrifice
yes.
for the ritual.
If it's animal shaped, I guarantee you it'll be Katie.
in this case,
Oh,
Jesse,
yeah.
I'm fairly certain that the big red button has the image of an octopus, but it's not just any octopus that's on the button.
Right.
You're right.
No,
it's-
yeah, I'm
Kraken
kind of
button.
with Sekald on this one.
So Axel, give me an investigation or perception check. Since
Okay.
you're looking around.
Woo.
I was gonna say I'm looking around too.
Okay.
Which one would you like me to make? Yes.
Whichever you feel would be more appropriate.
Probably. No, I think I'm gonna go with.
Are you
perception.
searching for
The soul's
clues?
passive perception is 14.
Okay, so 15.
The soul is totally passively looking around.
Okay. Investigation's usually more of like you're looking for evidence for a possible cause of something.
No, I'm just like scanning the room from where I'm standing. Like, is there like evil altar shit here? Is there like?
Jasol is passively looking for something to happen, and he's worried these octopus that Kade is playing with is totally connected to the ritual somehow. So he's like, while waiting politely for Sekald to be done, passively keeping an active eye on Kade to make sure she's not like, oh look, this dagger says please stab your friend.
Yeah, I think
You
the
know
word
what I mean?
the phrase "head on a swivel" really applies here.
Axel, you're looking around, and you notice Resnet, Tresney? Resnet goes to
Trent Reznor.
look into the supply closets and doesn't really see what they're looking for, and they go off elsewhere. And as they go off elsewhere and you're looking around, you do notice something metallic shine in one of the closets.
Ooh.
You confused your filter there. You put your hand where your face was and it happens. Ooh. But anyway. But yeah, you see something shiny.
What is it? I'm gonna go look over at it.
Damn it! I don't normally worry about Axel. Now I'm worried about Axel.
Yeah, so
Normally, Katie is the only worried about pushing big red buttons.
You go.
Now Axel's like, ooh, shiny.
yeah, it is a shiny.
I don't know if you've seen scavenging with scuba divers, but when there's like all those particles on the bottom, or whatever, they do their hand like this for the current to like get the debris and
Feather it
stuff
away.
off it. Yeah. And as you do that, you see it's a steel ring. But more peculiarly, you see on the inside of the band is the name in Aquan Axel.
Okay. I will look skeptically at this thing. And I would like to take out my lance, and I would like to hook the ring on the end of my lance from very far away.
Mm-hmm.
Does it meet any resistance when I try and hook it?
Not any more than what you would normally get from a little steel ring.
So it's not like tied to a hook or a line or something?
No. And when I say ring, I mean like goes on your finger kind of ring.
Sure, but I need still like, that's a weird thing because I'm fairly certain I have not been here before and I don't remember losing a ring.
It's not rusted either.
So this is weird. I don't know. Maybe there's another Axel out there. Hey, more experienced wizard people, can you answer me a question?
Resident's
Processing.
just about to go open the door. Just whoop, what?
What?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So like, I imagine like Sekald's eyes are like have like a percentage series like 98%, like a 9 and an 8 in your big
Abby had
fishy
been
eyes.
kind of like getting a little comforted by the fact that Katie hasn't died yet and heard wizard stuff and looked around, saw it's called busy, doesn't see Resnet. What's up?
It's like poking a door with a 20-foot staff and waiting a couple minutes and then poking it again.
I found a ring with my name on it, and I mean that literally. Like it's got my name written on it.
That's weird.
In Aquan on the inside.
Don't
Yeah, it does.
put it on.
But like, what if I had a wife and like forgot about it?
Don't put it on.
I mean, okay. Do you want like?
How
I don't
about,
want to touch it.
Where's
Just
how
where's
keep it
the
on
blue
the end
guy?
of your
Is he still
staff.
messing with the
Me-
chandelier?
me- Meanwhile,
how about
Bryn-
we put it in the bag or on one of the floating discs and we can identify it later. And if it's magic, that'll tell us where it came from.
I am really going to have to buy Sekald like a fish dinner or something to make up for all of these castings of Identify. It's probably very
And I
expensive.
can cast it too.
Oh, you can? Would you like to try? Here you go.
Wait, can I?
Bryn, since you're looking
I learned
around
that.
as well for stuff, you notice the swarm of octopi, but you do not see Katie anymore.
No!
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
Kitty.
Knew it. I was like, no,
Kitty.
if I move away, she's gonna go.
You're in the same room. You
Oh,
never
God.
left the room.
Can I bring a perception roll?
Yeah,
See
sure.
if I see where Katie is.
Yeah.
22.
You can't. There's no sign of her. You like going to swim into the octopi and you
Oh my
can't see her or anything. You're like looking around. They seem to actually move away from you. And they, like,
Honestly,
keep
I've
their own
been
form.
like kind of passively 14 keeping an eye on Katie the entire time. Like passively 14 wondering
She was
what
there.
trap she's going to set up next or if she's going to stab something.
She was there,
Or
and she was
give
looking.
something a hug that's not supposed to be hugged.
She was there, and she was looking around to see where everyone was at. And then, like a few of the octopi, like moved in the way of your peripheral vision, and she was gone.
Mhm. Abby,
Eh?
Resnip,
And
Katie has disappeared into a swarm of octopus. That's probably part of a spell. I would
Katie?
imagine it's dangerous and deadly. I'd imagine Katie just gave herself as sacrifice to some dark god.
Okay, then we don't have to jump to that.
it's okay. Let's not.
I'm going to jump
that.
to that conclusion because she's going to give a hug to anything that moves.
I poke my head up over
You're
an
not
octopus.
wrong.
A dark what?
She suddenly appears again as she's using them as cover to hide. She rolled nat 20, by the way, for everybody.
Are you just?
Okay, everybody.
If I didn't think all of these octopuses would eat me if I attacked you, I would throw something at you right now, Katie.
Just
You
so
would
rubs the
absolutely
side of
catch
his
it.
temple. Just so rubs the side of his temple and just politely floats there, waiting for Sekald to be
This
done
is
with
a
this
lot
ritual.
of stuff in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I was actually just about to say, and that's when Sekald has finished his ritual finally, and you can say whatever you want, Sekald, for the staff.
What did I miss?
I have a question.
Sorry, Windows update. Oh, what?
Had to restart a couple of times. What's up?
I found a ring, and Katie is playing hide and go seek with octopus.
First off, that staff looks really cool, but what are those octopus doing that they're all acting in unison and floating around Katie like she's some sort of sacrifice?
Arcane check.
Sure.
She is a sacrifice.
9 and 12. 21.
One.
You're not quite sure what it could be, but it could be something equivalent to a common classification for a lot of animals, especially if they travel in groups, called swarms, where they seem to have like a hive mind, and they seem to act as like a one unit. You're thinking maybe it could be something like that, or maybe they're all. This would make more sense with Arcana. Maybe they're all have some kind of enchantment magic on them. Very easy to do on animals, where their minds are much simpler than humanoids. And since this place seems to be for Kraken, octopi be like the next closest thing of kin that they could have. And you're thinking maybe they're all enchanted and they're behaving this way because of some specific trait that's been added to them magically.
They're drift compatible.
I point at the giant stone altar and I go, is it related to that?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Should we break them?
Yeah.
I would like to, but all I
I
have
would
are these
wait
knives.
until she's not in the swarm of them. That sounds like a bad time for her.
I'll be honest, Katie is probably okay either way.
We may not have a chance to wait for that.
Yeah, well, let's just maybe not. And
If she's in the middle of a sacrifice, this may be our only opportunity to stop.
Katie, do you want to come help me look for extra lanterns in here?
You found lanterns? I pet as many octopi as I can pet in an instant, and then I'm like swimming back. I'll be back. Just give me a sec.
All right, as you swim out of the school, I don't know, a pod, whatever you call a group of octopi.
A pod,
nightmare?
A pod.
I would think it would be a pod.
Yeah.
All 20 of them just slowly seem to
I'm gonna look
follow
that
you.
up now.
Oh, great.
As that happens, I look at Sekald and I go, break that. And I point towards the altar.
I'm on it. And he's gonna pull out in succession the wave cutter sword, and he's gonna look for like any kind of weak point or fracture line in the middle of the table that he can find, and he's gonna try and jam the point right into it.
It's then that the double doors open,
God damn it.
and Resnet, the person you saw on the other side, is now facing all of you. They appear to have maybe been human at one point. No, not human. Elven. At one point.
Hi.
But they are definitely not of normal living. They are undead. And you notice them wearing tattered gowns that seem to match the religious symbols that go through this temple. And they are carrying a rod that has 3 tentacles on the end of it. And they see Axel like with his maul up and he's getting ready to hit the altar. And we gotta roll initiative.
16.
Lovely.
And for the record, it is a tangle of octopus.
Oh,
Oh, a tank.
No.
A tangle.
I
I
love
didn't know that. That's interesting.
Evidently, octopi is grammatically incorrect from the language roots. The acceptable plural is octopuses. octopodes is technically correct, but it's considered pedantic. So
I
perfect
would
for
like to
Resnet.
use octopodes because I am pedantic.
Yes.
I got a 3.
Okay, 3 for Abby.
Ignoring the octopodes, Josul got 10.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep calling them cephalopods and screw whatever everybody else says.
I like that as well.
If they
What,
can cook, are they cephalopods?
what did Axel get?
16 on initiative.
Bad pun.
Look, man, my inspiration
love
is
it,
fueled
it's
by
terrible.
bad puns, okay?
You forget, so are mine.
Sekald, what did you get?
16.
Okay, I think... Oh yeah, who has the better dex between you and Axel?
I have a +2.
Ironically, I have a +2 as well.
Okay, roll off.
I got a 1 on my dice, so
Shit. I thought I failed with a 3.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you also got that one.
well, that's okay. At least we're getting these rolls out of the way now.
Yeah. Abby, what'd you have?
Man, that's price.
Me? I got a 3.
Oh, okay, I did yours. Katie, how about you?
24.
Hey, there we go.
Thank you for the random subscription, Anonymous.
Thanks.
Hi.
Bryn, what'd you get?
17. Am I muted? Okay, never mind.
Everybody but Abby is doing much better this time around. I say that, and now, Resnet, what'd you get?
19.
Oh, you actually did do better.
I mean,
18 is tough to beat. That's why I was like, wow.
Yep. Never mind. I'll be nice. I've been ragging on Cat all night.
So, Katie, you are actually the first to act.
Oof. Okay.
As you
So
see
these
them
doors
pointing...
opened?
Yeah, as you see them pointing this tentacled rod over towards Axel.
How far away from the guy with the tentacled rod am I?
Far enough to engage punch.
You're close enough that you can move up to him. For sure.
Okay. I'm going to swim up to him. I like the fact that I have this army of octopuses coming along behind me.
The plural is octopi.
I mean, okay, we're gonna do this again.
No, we're not. Katie,
No, we're
please
not.
continue.
Octopod is acceptable, and I'm okay with octopod.
You and the tangle move up.
Me and my friends move closer, and
Darn
I'm
it.
going to attempt to stab this person with my sword twice.
Before you stab, she actually pulls the rod back and seeing the octopuses following you, and says, "Why are you here in this temple?"
Whoop, I slow on the stabbing.
We are here for your sheets.
What he said? We're here to get some sheets, and we're taking the chandelier, right, Josul?
Yeah.
The holy sheets of Varasroth?
Is that the sheets you want, Resnet? Holy
It
sheets.
better not have holes in it.
You're
way
the
too much
blue
for
wizard.
Oh
I-
crap! They know you.
You'll
honestly-
never take the Kraken's prized possession. As you can do your turn, Katie.
Oh my god.
I thought for a split second you were going to say the holy chandelier, and I almost lost it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, oh, so we're fighting then? I look at them like for confirmation, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry then.
Evil.
Josul goes.
I stab.
Anything with a tentacled rod is either evil or you're paying extra money for.
That's
Take
fair.
it out.
They're
rolled a
clearly like a head priest of this
Or a
Kraken.
player character with predilections.
All right, so I rolled a 13 for my first attack, and I rolled a 14 for my second attack. Do either of those hit?
Leave me just a sec.
I'm
Yeah,
No,
take your
certain.
time.
neither of them do.
All right, so the whole like talking to me threw off my first two attacks. I'm like a little flustered. Okay. I'm gonna flurry of blows. So first unarmed strike. Oh, a 24.
24
Second
hits,
unarmed strike.
and you notice that under the ropes they have scaled armor.
And a 26 for the second. So that is going to be
Yeah, both hit.
6 plus 5. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage for the first punch. Oh, and 9 points of
Be right back.
bludgeoning damage for the second punch. And on the second punch, let's spend a key point and do a stunning strike just for the fun of it, because I haven't done that in a while. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me get her stuff. Con save. Okay. She's proficient, but it doesn't matter. And I should stop using this dice because I've rolled so many nat ones with it. So, that one.
Oh my gosh, I think
Please
that may be the
continue.
first time my
Please
stunning strike
continue.
has worked.
Please continue.
So yes, then she is stunned. Boing.
Okay, I'm totally not sending private messages. Shush.
Okay.
What?
So how much? It was 18 damage total, and they're stunned.
18 total damage and stunned, yes.
Okay. And that's till the end of your next turn, if I remember right.
Yes. Yep.
All right. And anything else in your turn?
No, I'm just gonna stay right there.
Okay. After you, it is Resident's turn. If Resident's here. I don't think Resident's here.
No, he
Resident?
stepped away for a minute. I think his dad called him. I
Okay,
was
that's fair.
skipping back to him.
We'll get back to him whenever. Bryn, you are next.
Okay. I will. I'm like, I don't care about you or your cool rod or anything, so I'm gonna stab you.
Baka.
You have
Baka.
advantage because they're stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Boom.
and I have advantage on my attack, right, or something.
You have advantage on your attack roll because of the
You have
stun.
advantage on your attack, and you get to do sneak attack.
Okay. 26.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 26. Actually, 25. Does that matter?
Let me check. No,
Oh.
it doesn't matter. It definitely hit.
Oh, okay. All right. And is she wearing armor?
Yes. Sorry.
All right, cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. One, 2, 3, 4.
You do have an ally within 5 feet.
28 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't matter if I have an ally. I can do it anyway.
That's right. Sorry, I'm updating my notes for hit point tracking. All right. She looks pretty beat up and stabbed.
Okay. My bonus action, I'm going to stab her again with the other sword. Man, I wish I was early right now. That would be a 28.
28 hits.
So, yeah. Did I really put it away?
Maybe.
Sorry. I did. Hang on. 7 damage.
Okay. She's not looking so good by the end of your turn. And Resnet, it is your turn. Yeah, you're muted and Micah. Yeah.
All right. So sit rep since I walked away for a few seconds.
Priest lady came out. Kade and Bryn went up and started beating the crap out of her.
Shit gone whack, yo.
Sekald is looking up at the
Lady-
ceiling with a mischievous smile. You know, whatever.
The lady is stunned.
Yeah,
So-
that's the most important thing.
I will acid arrow. People don't use
Ooh.
that anymore. It's not the greatest, but I give it a shot.
It's
you know.
great for underwater
And of the
combat.
classics.
It's not blue, but it works.
Mine's
be
blue.
blue.
It's a
Yeah,
blue acid.
yeah. I was about to say all of Resonet's spells are blue, including the chain lightning
Blue fireball.
I have
and
to
the
roll really
fireball.
fast.
It was blue
What's
fire.
acid arrow?
You have advantage,
I
Resonant.
love every
Yeah.
inch of that.
Okay, that's
That's amazing.
range attack. Okay.
It'd be a very underpowered feat, but I still think there should be like cosmetic
Spell thematics.
Yeah,
Spell thematics. Yeah. Spell thematics are amazing. I love that in 3.5.
Thanks to advantage, 28. Does that hit?
yes.
Okay. And it's 4d4. Give me a second. A grand total of 7 damage.
Wait, really?
Acid damage. It's 44.
Wow.
And then next round they take 2d4 more damage.
Oh, okay,
She's
yeah.
dead, I think.
I was about to say, I'm like, that's like a third level spell or something, right?
Second level. Yeah, if they're still alive.
Okay. After
It's
you,
like, I'm like, dang, his spells are so weak. Huh. So
meanwhile,
why don't use it too often?
meanwhile, somewhere else in Orth, our random wizard goes. Anyway,
Hey,
I feel like someone was talking shit about my spell.
doesn't he know I normally use swords because I'm multiclassed?
Sekald, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah.
The wizards get to go after one another. That's crazy. Okay, goodbye.
So I just remembered I haven't used my charge of shatter from my staff.
You have not.
I'm gonna bring down the chandelier.
No.
Do you even have line of sight on it from where we are?
Don't need it.
I wanted the money.
Money!
Are we on top? Like, is this person underneath
I was
it?
gonna say it sounds like it's gonna come down on top of us.
Yeah, I was under the other impression that it was a floor up from where we currently are.
So sad.
Counterspell! Save the
Oh.
chandelier!
You can't see
I
it.
don't have counterspell. I can't.
Can't see it.
Well, you can
I
see the
just have
person
to watch
casting,
it
so you can
die.
you counter them, I guess.
Oh, you mean counter spell?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can only watch it burn.
Yeah, shatter. You do not need line of sight. It is within range.
Okay.
Oh,
So there's a loud like a depth charge like from above, and you feel the whole place like
oh. Josul feels a sharp stabbing pain to his wallet.
and you all think in the next round this place is gonna start collapsing on you all.
We should get out of here soon.
My hearts!
Hang on. Is that a bonus action?
I hope not.
No, shatter is not a bonus action.
No, I meant
wish
from
it
using it from my staff.
No.
Come on, try
No, it would be the same
Usually when you
action.
use a-
It'd be
it's
the same
the
spell.
same.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, never mind. Then I'm going to move out of what I believe would be the cylinder of damage from whatever is coming down,
hmm
and just kind of keep my eyes on everything.
Okay. I'm just double checking to make sure where it's at.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
You can all
Why'd
curse
you
me
gotta
as
change your background to a chandelier? I wanted that.
you can all curse me as much as you want. I'm telling you now, Scotty convinced me to do it.
The
You were yeah, everyone's mentioned the chandeliers, and
devil on your
you were
left.
talking about going up and checking it out or something, and I'm like, Anyway, the
Guard you, universe.
Axel is next.
Does it seem like they were particularly interested in preventing me from shattering this altar?
Hell yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to do that. So yeah, I had the wave cutter sword like notch in the crack in the table, and so then he's gonna go and I'm gonna take my attack action to drive my maul down like a hammer, like a rail spike on top of it to try and pierce the table.
All right, roll to hit and damage.
Worst game of whack-a-mole ever. You only get hit once.
Okay, that one went crazy wild, so I'm gonna try that again. Okay, so that's gonna be a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I burn a smite, like a single level smite on an object, or does it have to be an?
Yeah, no, you can. You definitely can.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a smite to add my holy power to this destruction of an unholy evil.
Katie.
Come again?
Look at Katie's screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's great.
I'm well aware of what Katie's screen is right now.
Not sure what's worse currently. The fact that she immediately put that up in their background or the indignation in your voice for me shattering that.
14.
Maybe a combination of both.
If I'm using the maul damage dice, so it's 14 magical bludgeoning damage.
You don't need to separate the damage types for this one, for the altar.
Okay. And 8 radiant.
So 22 damage total?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And if that doesn't get it, I'm gonna swing it again. Just gonna like William Street this shit.
You crack it and she just screams, "No!" And
okay.
It's not broken completely yet.
Second hit is a nat 20.
Okay, roll D100.
Through the stun that she just focuses on that and shrieks.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
literally all she can get out.
I didn't even have to use my inspiration for that one. Oh no, where's my other D10? Oh, there it is.
D10s.
19.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that is something. I don't think it's actually changed anything on the altar, but
okay,
just a chance. Yeah, you can't push it, so nothing happens.
Just for the sake of the thing, I'm going to go ahead and burn my another smite, and so that's going to make it 4d8 and 4d6.
Okay.
Plus 5.
You can just tell me the total of all of it.
Once I know it.
You broke off one of the tentacles on it.
Okay, so 10, 15, 18. And then... Okay, so I'm starting with 18. And another 12, so 30. 5. So 35 all day for that strike.
Okay. Both your strikes, though they are quite strong, it has resistance to it because it's an object. So let me. You're breaking it pretty damn well, though. It's like three of the 8 tentacles on it are broken off, and the head is very cracked.
I'm gonna whistle up Cerulean to come down because he's been hanging out up there, and we're gonna need his help here in a second.
Okay.
But I think.
And it's then. Nope, not yet. Never mind.
Oh, I still have action surge. I have an action surge I haven't used.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it one more time.
You get 2 attacks. You multi-attack, don't you?
I do.
It's another attack action.
Yeah, so it's a 16 to hit for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And a 17 to hit for the second one.
All right, both hit.
All right. And I'm just going for broke. I'm smiting both times.
Okay.
This is all of my first level paladin slots for the day. So
I mean that's how you do it.
All right. So we're starting with a base of 10 from just the strength bonus damage. Now I'm going to throw my dice. Okay. 7, 11, 16 bludgeoning. Plus 5 makes it 21. And 21 plus 12 is 33. And 36. Okay. And that's my whole last turn. I'm not going to do anything else.
Okay. You just continue pummeling this altar, and you pummel it, and it just, parts of it are just falling off, and there's barely any of it left, but there is still parts of the altar still there.
Why won't you die?
It has a lot of hit points. It's a big stone altar. After
Really could have used that shatter, Sekald.
Axel, did you want to do anything else? Or
No, that is my turn.
okay. Then Josul, it is your turn.
Being that she is stunned, could one consider my attacks from her hidden in some way?
No, but you would have advantage.
You have there's
You can
stunned
do
and you have
sneak
So you get
attack
the same.
damage.
You get the same effect.
Okay, then she needs to give me a Constitution save at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
If
You're
I'm
not
great.
actually hidden
Arcane.
from her.
Oh, if I'm not hidden, then never mind. It's just regular.
Do you want to use bonus action to hide and then you stab?
You
I
could.
can't do that. I'm not an assassin.
No, you're
No,
you're a rogue. That's a
Everyone,
rogue thing.
every rogue can hide as a bonus action.
Oh, right. Okay. 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets past her
Oh,
passive.
wait,
so,
actually, we might be more than that.
right, and then
I'm
then
sorry. It's not
cons.
19. It's dirty 21.
Okay, and then I do con save at disadvantage because they can't. They're stealth.
Yep.
Okay, it makes it a 14 at disadvantage.
Okay. She fails. She's blind permanently.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's
Anything?
blindness, deafness, and she is blind.
Anything else in your turn?
It's for a minute though,
I
but
love
I'd like
that
to
spell
save it as
so much.
permanent. Can I make it permanent? I don't know if I can
I
make
mean,
it permanent.
I think if you
It's
cast it
not
at a higher
just
level
Just
spell.
extra creatures.
No, if you cast it
She's
at
just
higher,
really fucking blind for like a whole ass minute.
Mm.
casting
I'm
it at
like-
higher levels affects more enemies.
Oh, darn.
Okay. She's just really fucking blind. All right. In that case, I sign in Thieves' Cant over to Bryn. She's blind. And then I'm like, we should run, but don't say it out loud. And I kind of like motion towards the door, like towards everyone else in the most sign language way possible without saying it out loud because I don't want to say words. And I kind of like shimmy towards the door at maximum Josul, which is
You're underwater. You can swim.
Yeah.
I can heckin' zoom.
Uh,
Thanks to Longstrider, which I still have active, 50 feet. Thank
1, 2, 3,
But-
4, 5.
Abby
Okay,
said Longstrider
you're
today,
like 10
but I'm not sure.
You're like 10 feet away from the door if you don't have long stride. If you have long stride,
Well,
you're at the door.
I think Abby said Longstrider today, so I was pretty sure it was 50 feet.
It only lasts for an hour though, so I think that's probably up.
All right, then 40 feet. That's fine.
Actually, no, yeah, it's been an hour. Because you guys searched a lot
It's
of
been
places.
an hour for sure, yeah. hmm There
Okay.
were several combats that are involved when I was cardboard Josul, so yeah.
You're 50 feet.
I'm just going to say it's inactive.
You're 50 feet away from her.
40 feet.
Well, okay.
That blindness, deafness her, and then I was like, bye-bye.
And then, so you're 20 feet away from the door. Since you moved 40.
I can move 40 feet around, so I'm going to zoom as fast as I can out the door. If I've got a bonus, I'm going to bonus move out the door.
You used your bonus to hide.
dash.
You used it to hide.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. I'm just going to move as fast as I can towards the door. As I kind of like make a motion towards the door as sign language as possible so that the general populace can understand.
As you go to
But I told Bryn she's blind.
As you go to do
Run.
that, coming out of the room she came in from is a mass of tentacles, just a tangle of tentacles,
Ugh.
black ones. And they just like... And do you know like the Pokemon Tangela? It's like that, but without
Yeah.
the cute little feet and
Unfortunately,
eyeballs.
I do.
And
Tangrowth?
Don't look it up.
it's really big. and it moves into the room, swimming, and
Oh, Hermeus Mora, how nice to see you.
and
Is this thing made of shadows, or is this thing made of goop, or what is this made of? I say cringing in character.
You're not sure.
Okay, Josul's gonna leave. He's not really concerned what this is. He said she's blind, and then he's like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Let me see. You notice that
And now it's Josul's turn.
On the tentacles are a bunch of red eyes, where like suction cups would be. And it's like about
it's
20 tentacles.
You don't know. You don't even have to know.
It's a sea holder.
Blake might know what this is because they're in 3rd edition.
I'm not waiting for that description to finish being described. I'm leaving.
I'm fairly certain it's called a fuck that.
Yeah. It's called Let's Run. We have a wizard we can fireball. Let's keep running.
And you know what? I think it will use its thing.
You don't have your fucking sheets.
No, don't use your thing. Keep that for your turn. It's not your turn yet. Somebody else gets to go.
Its eyes all seem to look over towards where Josul's area, like past everybody.
Don't you look over at me. I got killed by a
as you're swimming that way.
Go away.
As you're swimming that way, you hear
thank you.
There's like a dunk as you hit an invisible wall as it casts Wall of Force.
Oh shit.
And that's its turn.
I don't think
as
we're
it's
running
on
from this
Bryn and
Oh,
Kade.
you have no idea how good I am at running.
But it used its turn to do this. It was that or either fuck up Kade and Bryn.
I cast a spell and I moved. I don't have any other actions.
You don't have a reaction, maybe?
I can't reaction grab something from my backpack, can
I? No.
Okay. Well, I instead think about what I'm going to do next turn and really consider where in my backpack I put that potion of gaseous form. Because I'm leaving. Wall of Force or not, I'm leaving.
I don't think gaseous form works underwater.
Look, don't you argue with my logic. He can't make this room airtight. I'm out of here.
I don't think you can move underwater when you're a gas.
Gaseous form doesn't state that it can't go through
It might.
a gas.
I think it does say something about water.
Stinking Cloud does. You might
Look,
want to.
if I'm a gas,
anyway,
this Wall of Force is a wall, not a cage. I'm out of here.
For those of you out of character,
the issue isn't that you can't go through the wall. The issue is that I don't think it works underwater.
For those of you out of character, this is a creature from like Monster Manual 3 of 3rd edition. So,
Lord, I know what this is.
Why are you the way that you are?
Oh Lord!
Because you guys are like, oh, this is so easy.
Hey Scott, if you wanted to play 3-5, I'm gonna have to like get.
Who said this was easy? Who said this was easy?
I'm joking.
Was you, Axel? Did
Abby,
you say it was easy, Axel?
It's your turn.
I need Book of 9 Swords content stat if we're gonna be doing this kind of bullshit.
I see
Mage
a
Hand
big
Press is
old
already done
pile. I see a big old pile of nope. That is heading.
It
toward
just
my
came into the
friends.
room, and its tentacles are so long. You're 20 feet away from it. The tentacles could reach you.
Cool. I'm going to.
It doesn't look like it's focused on you though. But its eyes made like a rainbow prism thing, and then for just a brief moment on the opposite side of the room where Josul is at, like a prism of light went like shing, and then it's like an invisible wall.
I'm gonna take it. It doesn't look like undead, like, does it?
No.
Cool.
It almost seems like it's made of like a black oozy, like
great.
I don't know.
Sacred flame at the tentacle that is nearest to KD.
Okay.
It needs a dex save.
All right. Wait, what was that? Yeah, 14.
That is a fail. So 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then that's my action. As my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. And form a big old frying pan as close to the tentacle nearest to where it just hit as it can be. I'm casting this at 5th level, and I'm gonna thwack it.
Okay.
I don't know which of these dice to trust. Woo! That was a good one. It's 26.
Yeah, you hit. How much damage?
Give me a second. Gonna math. 30. 30 force damage with spiritual weapon.
Okay. Now that
And
I
I'm gonna
throw this
yell,
thing out, I'm getting all these messages.
we should get out of here.
Josul replies with, "We can't."
Fuck. Yeah, that's my turn.
So I just want to throw it out there that we started this game tonight talking about an app that was a cross between Pictionary and the Monster Manual.
And
Right.
now we're ending it.
And since Abby's at the end of the initiative count, everybody needs me a dex save. This includes
no.
this includes the creatures. So the tentacle thing and the blind lady has it at disadvantage. Just kidding, she's stunned. She auto fails.
Yes, there is a god.
I'm gonna assume that this is also us needs in deck saves.
Yeah, as the place starts to crumble and debris start falling.
Great, super.
Yeah,
super,
remember that
super.
whole chandelier shenanigan?
Yeah, I do.
I think
Am
it's
I
about to
close
pay
enough to-
dividends.
Yeah, am I close enough to Axel to get any kind of bonus on this?
I'm still on top of the altar, so whatever's 10 feet around me.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. It's cool.
I got a 15.
I did too.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I did too.
I got an 11.
No.
Woman, what did you roll?
Dice.
I rolled a 3.
Indomitable.
She's not a
I don't
fighter.
have an indomitable. I'm playing a rogue.
Oh, I'm used to playing fighters.
All right.
No.
Anyone who got 11 or lower.
Oh God. Bryn, no.
Oh no.
I forgot to roll for the tentacle mass. Okay, it passed. Takes a whopping 1 bludgeoning damage because I rolled minimum.
Oh, thank God.
As debris falls on you. And that is where it like freeze frames it. It has like the stylized sketch thing. And it's like, how will our adventurers escape the Temple of the Kraken? Will they be able to survive? And then it's like, it zooms in on Resnet. Will Resnet ever get their blue sheets? We'll see on the next exciting episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
No, we got this. We got this.
On the next
One
episode
round.
of Kraken Ball.
Maybe they have this, but maybe not.
I just have to go, and I got this.
Yeah, like Resnet's like the only one not freeze framed.
Because Resnet's angry.
No,
he
this
lost
is-
750
this is-
gold.
This is really, really tough. It will be really tough. You know, it might be a life or death situation for our bold adventurers.
Okay, Resnet, you can use mending on the freaking chandelier, okay?
This is a
It's
fair
not
point.
the same.
I don't think it works that way.
I'm fairly
No, it
certain.
doesn't.
No,
I mean, it would take a
Mm-mm.
long ass time.
You have
I'm
to
the
find all the
bosun
pieces.
for our ship.
That's a suit.
I do the exact same thing on a
You
daily basis.
mend
I
1
mean-
cubic foot per minute, and the entire building is falling apart.
And you have to make sure that every single piece is there. If
You
it is
sound-
damaged in any way.
You make it sound like it's impossible.
So plugs. Hey, why don't we start with the Resnet? Hey, Resnet, do you got any plugs?
I just need my turn, and we got this. We will win. We will win, man. Just one round. I got it. But fine.
Come on, we're doing Saturday morning cartoon. We gotta have that cliffhanger.
We do, yeah.
And they always do that at the beginning of the next episode. Everyone they just Deus Ex their way out of the
So,
dangerous situation.
My biggest plug is check out Crown Chimera YouTube, where we have Baltimore by Night. We'll hopefully have other content eventually. It airs every fortnight on Mondays around noonish. The new episodes, I think new episodes this Monday, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So tune in. We've been doing it for a while now. It's getting really exciting and fun, and yeah, just check it out. And that's about all I have at the moment.
Okay. Why don't we go to Josul?
What happened last time? We were in the great big black of space, and the squad faced off against the terror of a virus replacer. Yet they defeated it, but somehow the demonic static is still present. I wonder what that could be. Stay tuned next time on the Mystery of the Silver Fleet as we find out where is that static coming from.
Hmm. That will be at this time slot, but it'll be next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, on this channel. Katie, why don't you do plugs?
Oh, hi, I'm Jeanette, also known as Katie. You can find me on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures. Normally tomorrow we'd play Skull and Shackles, but we're taking the day off. But you can find us there every other week at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time for those adventures. And Tuesday evening this week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, hopefully we'll be playing some Call of Cthulhu in the Old West. Scotty and Callie will be playing in that game. And other than that, I don't have a lot going on this week. So just follow me on Twitter. If things come up, I shall post.
All right, cool.
That's what I got.
Bryn, how about you?
Hello, I'm Callie, Cap Callie on Twitter, and I have both art and writing commissions open. At the moment, I have one writing commission left. It's 8 cents a word. So if you would like a short story or a poem or a song or just whatever you would like about your D&D, TTRPG, or OC character, I can do that. I also my drawing commissions are open all the time, and I am very fast at drawing things for you, so you can commission me to get stuff done. I don't know. My next game is Call of Cthulhu on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to that because we haven't played in a while. But every other Tuesday, I run a game called Unwritten, and it's at 8 o'clock, and it's about fairy tales, and you should check it out. And it's on this channel. That's it for me.
And it's totally not sad ever.
I sense irony.
Not as sad as Mists of Kryn's Valley ended up being.
It was.
Oof.
It was.
Well, gothic horror is as gothic horror would be.
Last Unwritten was like Mysticrin's Valley on like the worst episodes, like when you're the most saddest, I guess, the most depressing episodes. But anyway,
It was a burn though. It was a sad burn. Mists of Kryn's Valley was like a punch to the gut kind of thing.
okay, that's fair.
I had no control over either one. So
how about Axel? What do you got going on?
Get ready for action. Get ready for adventure. Get ready for the quest for the Quantum Rose, episode 21. Our heroes have finally made it to the planet Nyx, where they will meet the elvish seer Granny Promethea and figure out what in the hell they're going to do to try and fix the Aegis Carillion. So, unfortunately, our players suffered a bit of a critical failure and shot the MacGuffin.
No.
And so they have to go to the ancient all-seeing Granny Promethea to look and see if there's anything that can be done to try and fix the timeline. And so that will be next week on the quest for the Quantum Rose. Oh yes, in one of the recent episodes that was recorded, they did in fact get told that they would have to, and I quote, "fuck with time." So I promise there will not be any time traveling testicle-headed cops.
Hey, time, how you doing?
Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, time, I see that minute arm. How you doing?
We have Bob Scary VOA joining us right now in recording sessions as a guest player. So in a couple of weeks, keep an eye out for Bob as the delightfully unspoiled Clerkent, a he's a green humanoid that they're basically like the plant people from Farscape.
Yeah.
So he photosynthesizes, but he's also like very simple and a chaos sorcerer, like a wild magic sorcerer. So
Nice.
he's going to be a fun addition to the roster for a little while. And that's what I've got going on.
Sweet.
So check us out on Thursdays at youtube.com/backchannel. No, backchen. It's backchen.
Sekald, what do you got going on?
Actually, I think it's rather appropriate for the Ice Wizard to promote the Ice campaign, since you've got the Wednesday game coming up of Rime of the Frost Maiden, instead of the Mists of Crin's Valley, which we finally came out on a good note, despite the campaign's entirety.
They kicked a vampire's butt.
And brought sunlight to the Valley of Strahd.
For the first time in 400 years.
Yeah, so I'm really happy how that one ended. But yeah, all new characters, a couple extra players, and a whole lot more ice than I normally throw around.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Enough ice to make a cold blush.
Yeah, literally, not metaphorically, literally.
And last but not least, how about Abby? What do you got going on?
Hi. So I write things on occasion for DM's Guild. My latest thing that I worked on is called Birds of Paradise. It is a 5e racial supplement for Aarakocra and Kenku. Has a bunch of different subraces based on real life birds. It's super cool. I co-wrote it with Florian from Poison Potion Press. And you can find it on DM's Guild. I also wrote a magic item supplement called Crook and Wands on there, which for a hot second I was afraid that that's where that staff was from, and I was very, very scared. Very scared.
I gotta be honest. That staff was gonna be nothing, but I'm like, you guys have been going around here, and you guys have literally got nothing out of this. I gotta give you something.
Please don't make it that staff.
I don't know which
if you
staff
guys want
this
to know
is.
what that staff that is, go check it out. It should be towards the back of the book because it's one of the most powerful in the book. So that is called Crook and Wands. It is a magic item supplement all about rods and wands and staffs and other vaguely phallic looking things.
Magic sticks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It also has stats for like the shop owners and some backstory about them and everything. It's super cool. Go check it out.
Hey, since you mentioned Florian really quick, should we just plug? He's got 15 hours left to go on his Kickstarter.
I was about to ask that, and I was going to plug it. So for those wondering that are watching now, since we got 3 viewers, they have on Kickstarter a campaign setting called Eldritch Sands, and you said 15 hours left?
Yep, as of right now.
Unfortunately, those watch on YouTube, it's too late, but I guess you could still buy the PDFs post. But they got this really cool, like, sci-fi, almost apocalypse-esque setting, where it's kind of like the video game Anthem, but better. And it's using the 5th edition D&D rules, and you get, like, mech suits. I think one of them's like a owlbear suit, and there's one called a nightmare suit. And they have, like, all these different stretch goals, and I think they have all of them unlocked at this point.
They have, yeah.
So I would definitely check that out. And if you want to see my ugly mug printed somewhere, my picture is going to be in there because I backed that tier. So, well, there's that. But the PDF is like $15 or something. It's like it's pretty cheap for what you're getting. And even if you don't think you're going to get it, there's a free PDF on the Kickstarter, so you can just see what the rules are for stuff. So it doesn't hurt to check it out. And on that note, I thank all of you for watching, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.